From the station that's always local, always now. This is Fox 19 Now.
It ruins it. It's going to ruin it. And it just breaks my heart because I've put my whole life into this. And the village, whether they're indirectly, is now trying to ruin my business and the airport, and a jewel for the county for growth and economic development in this county.
A controversial plan to build hundreds of homes in Clermont County has now come to a halt. It was making headway after the zoning change needed to kickstart development was approved back in November, but a new petition is throwing a wrench in any next steps. Our Brenda Ordonez joins us live with those details. Brenda.
Yeah, Courtney, we just heard from Sporty CEO Michael Wolf that development would really mean the beginning of the end for the Clermont County Airport. It's why he and his team are now petitioning to add a referendum on next year's ballot, so that decision is out of the hands of Village of Batavia officials and instead in the hands of voters.
We have filed a referendum to put that on the ballot and let the village residents decide whether we're going to do this or not. So we are fighting this as much as we can.
After 52 years, it's not the way Sporty's CEO Michael Wolf saw himself retiring, in a battle to preserve his company and his legacy.
We found out over the summer that they were, the village is trying to grow and they're annexing land, so they came up with this deal right behind our property of putting in a high-density subdivision back there.
Village of Batavia Zoning Director Chip Stewart confirms about 668 homes will likely be tied to a 15-year tax abatement. That means the new residents will make payments to the village in place of property taxes. Current residents say this would put a strain on shared services between the Village of Batavia and Batavia Township.
All the landowners around here are going to have to pick up the slack for the schools and the firemen.
These homes would be built just feet from the airport on annexed land between Clough Pike and Taylor Road.
It will eventually shut this airport down.
According to Aircraft Owners and Pilots Association, airports are closing at a rate of 1.4 each month due to things like residential encroachment stemming from complaints about noise, pollution, and other safety hazards.
We moved out here because when they built this runway here in Clermont County, it was all industrial about it. There was an industrial park already on the other side of the airport. It was perfect. It's a safe place to go.
Wolf says his business could go elsewhere, but that would mean the opportunities would too.
We run the University of Cincinnati's flight training program. That would disappear. All the jobs we had here, we hire high school and college students here.
That's why he and his team collected over 130 signatures in order to file a referendum for the development to be put on pause until residents can vote on it on next year's ballot.
It's sad to say we had to hire lawyers to fight this, but we've been fighting it very strong since day one, and we are the ones that got, with the spearheading the referendum, because we understand how bad this is for not only the airport, but the rest of the community around the airport.
I reached out to the Village of Batavia Mayor Scott Ronk a couple months ago when we were first breaking what this development was down for the viewers here. Now, I also reached out to him today for this latest update. I'm still waiting to hear back on both of those inquiries. Wolf did say that they submitted those filings for that referendum to the village last week. The village now has some time to review those filings before sending it off to the Board of Elections for final approval as to if voters will be seeing this on their ballot next year or not. Of course, once we get any updates on this, we're going to bring you the latest. For now, live in Clermont County, Brenda Ordonez, Fox 19 Now.